tempting to shop.
I'd pop in online just about every day.
I know it's a good value. It's our top selling today special ever.
It gives me that extra push, you know, it's a no-brainer.
Well, you're watching HSN. I'm Tamara Hooks. I'm glad that you're here because, as you can see, we're getting you ready for fall. Today is officially the last day of summer, and then fall starts tomorrow, which means we might have some things that we need to take care of around our house. So we've got 2 hours of really great outdoor products that are gonna be great for you. Now, you'll notice that we are indoors just because of weather purposes, but that's what happens in the fall, so you have to be ready. And I wanna show you a couple of things that we've got coming up, like these solar lights. And these, I'll tell you, have already been popular, partly because they're Bell & Howell, which when you think of really great lights, you do think of Bell & Howell. What you're looking at, these are solar lights, and they're probably the easiest ones you'll ever use because they come with a stake or they just lay flat, depending on where you want to put them. They are completely wireless. That rechargeable solar battery is already inside the disc. They're square discs that you can put virtually anywhere. So you can put them in the ground. You can attach them to a wall or a fence. You can put them on a table and almost use them as a coaster if you wanted to do that. They're really cool. You've got lots of bright LEDs in there, and we'll give you all the details. Oh, and they're stainless steel, not plastic, so you don't have to worry about them rusting or breaking, and we do have all of the colors for you. Those are coming up in just a little bit. Chad Allen's gonna be Skyping in and joining us with that. Well, we're gonna start off with something that every lawn needs. Every yard, every garden, I don't care if your lawn and garden is this big or if you've got 5, 10, 15 acres. You need a way to water. And we have an easy way. Now, we've seen water hoses our entire life. We've always seen that big green monster, so to speak. The one that kinks up, that rots out, that dries out. They're super heavy. What you're gonna love about this one from Belmont Gardens is that it is that easy reach fireman flex end hose. So that end right there flexes. So if you need the length, but then when you get to where the hose needs to be, and you want the water to go in a specific angle, in a certain area, you can flex that end. This one is so strong, and we're showing you in this video so that you can see, because you might think, well, it's fabric, and is it gonna be strong enough to withstand durability outside? We're showing you, yes. Oh my gosh, I hope you don't do that to your hose, but you can see what it does to that old green hose. Look what it did to the Belmont Garden hose. Yeah. Nothing. So we're gonna give you all the details. All you have to decide is which color you want, red, blue, or gray, and which size do you want, or I should say which length. We've got a 50-foot, a 75-foot, and a 100-foot. And I will tell you, we have fewest in the 75 feet. I don't know why I'm pointing to the middle one, but fewest in the 75 feet. We brought the most in the 100-foot, because for a lot of people, if maybe you want one hose that can really get your the back of your yard, and maybe each side, maybe a 100-foot would be perfect for you. If you only have a little bit, then go with the 50-foot. It's really that simple. You do have flex pay, which makes these super affordable, but you also have a clearance price on them. Now, we're gonna give you all the details. And when we're Skyping in our guest. Now, we did have to go across the pond for this guest. Lorna Coe is Skyping in and joining us all the way from the UK. Lorna, it is so great to see you.
Good to see you, Tamara. Thank you so much for inviting me on. I am so excited this is back. This is all the benefits of the fireman style hose, which are super strong, super flexible, but very lightweight, only 3 pounds for 50 feet. But what makes this unique is this brand new flex end. This is 2 foot 2 inches of bendable end. It means you can reach up high, you can get down low, under cars, leaves in the gutter and full. It's gonna make cleaning so easy. You can even turn it into a sprinkler, and Tamara, it comes with a nozzle, just like the firemen use. Twist on from a gentle mist all the way to a high-powered jet spray. You just have to choose your color and your length.
That's it. And you see how easy that is to use and to flex and bend. We're giving you just a few ideas of how you're gonna use this, but you might be thinking, oh, that's gonna be so perfect to maybe get into those high hanging flowers. Maybe it's when you're washing the top of those trucks and SUVs and campers. Maybe it's trying to get into the top of the gutters and clean those out. Whatever the case is, even if primarily you're gonna use this straight and you're not gonna flex it, I like the ability to flex it, because if you have the ability, there will be a time where you're gonna be so glad that you did. These are on clearance price. We have them still for you in the most popular sizes, which are, the 100 foot is the most popular size, but I say go ahead and get them. If you've been fighting with water hoses and you're just done with the water hose fight, take a look, take a try at the Belmont Garden Easy Reach Fireman Flex End Hose. We're gonna share more with you, but just know you do have flex pay. You've got red, blue, or gray as your color options. And we do wanna see more. Lorna, we're coming back to you.
So we're all used to these kind of hoses. They're really heavy, they crack in the sun, they split in the wintertime when they freeze, and they get kinks. And once they're kinked up, they don't flow, and they are a nightmare. Now, what we've got is one of the highest flow fiber jacket hoses on the market. So you've got all the benefits of the flexibility, the durability, the lightweight side, but you've also got this new flex end. Now, if you can't reach your hanging baskets, you can turn this on, you can bend the end, you can water, and don't get your feet wet anymore, because you've got 2 foot 2 inches. So this will take me from 5'2" to 7'4". I can reach in my gutters. I can reach under my car. Tamara, cleaning the trash can is a breeze.
Oh,
you don't have to go near that trash can. And now, something else you can't do easily with regular hoses is wind them up at the end of the day. With the Belmont Garden hose, it's taking me probably less than 10 seconds to wind up 50 feet. But Tamara, you can connect multiple hoses together. So if you're lucky enough to have a very big yard, you could do 50 foot, 100 foot, 150 foot. I'm holding that with one finger, just to show you how lightweight that is. This is the future of hoses. It is so durable and flexible. And I just want to show you what it's replacing with this new flex end. So basically, I went shopping and I bought a few items which this hose will do. The new flex end is replacing your watering wands, your nozzles, your sprinklers. It's coming into fall now. We all want to do those tidy up jobs. Forget these. They've gone. You don't need them anymore. With this hose, you can get going. Just bend the end, turn on that nozzle. Look at that.
Look at that.
You are in control.
That's
I mean,
right.
This is literally a revolution in hoses. And to have that extra 2 feet reach with memory flex technology means if I'm going to go under my lawnmower, under a motorbike, under a bicycle, I can clean up for fall and get ready for winter.
That's
but
right.
Tamara, can I show you something really special?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Here's something I prepared hours earlier. So I just want to show you. We all know in the winter, when you get the regular green hose, this has been sitting in ice, by the way, all afternoon. Now, the regular hoses, they become brittle, they become cracked, they split, and then you might as well throw them in the trash. That's gone. Now, I want to show you in seconds with my Belmont Garden. You can see all this ice here, flex hose. It's been sitting in ice for hours.
Wow.
Look at this. I can still wind it up. Look at that, that took me seconds.
Wow.
I've got it on there now. One finger again, I'm just gonna show you. Look at that. I've just wound that up. It's still flexible. So no matter what the winter throws at you or the fall, you're gonna be using a hose that doesn't freeze, Tamara. That's really important.
It's really important, which means you can now leave your hose out if you need to, because maybe you do need to use it throughout the seasons. I'm just gonna show it to you here. I love that demonstration that Lorna just showed us, but look at how easy, and we actually have a couple of them connected, but look at how easy this is to wind up. And it's that simple. And if it's that simple, then you're going to actually wind it up. Because how many times have you either, or you've driven by somebody's home and you see their old green hose just outside and you thought, yeah, they were too tired to clean it up at the end of the day. This thing is heavy. It's a nuisance. You know it has a limited time, a limited life, because if it gets too hot, it'll break and crack. If it gets too cold, it'll break and crack. If it bends even a little bit, if somebody drives over it, even by accident, yeah, this is toast. And it's heavy. It is heavy. I like that this is lightweight. You're gonna love that it's lightweight. You're gonna love that it's easy for you to use, but it's also easy for you to put away. So I know when you woke up today, the last day of summer, you probably weren't thinking about, you know what I need? I need a new water hose. Most of us don't really think about that. That might not be on your shopping list, but now that you see it, aren't you thinking, you know what I need? I need a water hose. I need one that's gonna be easy for me to use. So it's your water hose, it's your it's what you're gonna use to water your garden, your flowers, it's what you're gonna use to clean your lawnmower, to wash your car, to clean your gutters. It's one tool. And if it's you doing the job, wouldn't it be easier to keep up with just one tool? That's a job that most of us dread. We do it maybe, well, I'll say a lot less often than we probably should. That's clean that trash can. Now we don't have to get our hands near it. So again, we did bring in the most in the 100-foot, but we also have a good amount in the 50-foot as well. We do have the 75-foot. If you're saying 75 is what I need, go for it. But today would be the day to do it while we've got it on clearance and on FlexPay. You can choose either red, blue, or gray. And I even like, I'll tell you the truth, when I first saw the brighter colors, I thought, well, I don't know about the brighter colors. What I like is that you always know where it is. You always know, you know, if somebody is gonna be using it, maybe you've got somebody coming over to do some work and they need to clean off their tools, you can say, oh, it's the red hose right there on the side. Instantly, they know exactly where it is. So choose the color that's gonna be right for you, but do it today. We've got FlexPay, we've got a clearance price, and we still have them in stock, just as we move into what will likely be a harsher season, the fall and the winter. The weather gets cold, it gets darker faster, so if you have to be outside and do your work outside, you wanna get it done as quickly as possible, clean up, put everything away, and this is gonna allow you to do that. We're going back to Lorna so that we can see more, because Lorna, I think this is just a must-have.
It is, and I've borrowed my brother-in-law's weed eater. So excuse me for borrowing it, but I want to show you how tough this hose is. Because yes, it's fiber jacket, but it's ultra strong. So I'm just gonna turn this on. I've got a cardboard box here to show you the damage a weed eater can do to regular hoses and other fabric hoses. So that's the box. That's destroyed the box that you can see there in just a few seconds. But I'm gonna use a weed eater on the FlexEnd Easy Reach hose. Now look. Okay, it's gonna, right, it's cut the lawn, it hasn't cut the hose. This is how strong it is. This is why firemen use this kind of hose, because it is that strong, that flexible. But don't forget, Tamra, 50 feet is just 3 pounds in weight. It makes all the difference when you're lugging a hose pipe in at the end of the day. You're tired, you want to put it away. This is so easy.
That's right, it really is. I love that demonstration too, because if that was the only thing that was like in the back of your mind, well, how durable is it? I mean, it's fabric. How strong could it actually be? That weed whacker, I mean, that tells you everything you need to know right there. And I say try it. Get it home. Even if you're a little bit skeptical, get it home and try it. We always have a great return policy here at HSN, but right now it's even better because we are moving into a different season. We're moving into the gift-giving season. So we've got our extended holiday returns going on right now, which means that anything you're purchasing, you have until January 31st of next year if for any reason you wanted to send it back. So get it home and try it out and put it through the ringer. Flex that end and see how much you love it. Lorna, I definitely think this is a winner. Do you agree?
I 100% agree. It's patent pending with that FlexEnd 2 foot 2 inches of memory flex technology, giving you the shape you want for anything from a garden sprinkler to a watering wand, to a way of watering your plants, your flowers, cleaning the gutters. Now it's coming into fall. All those leaves going in the gutters, get them out in seconds. You don't need a ladder. You don't need a chair to stand on. You've got the reach. And again, very quickly, just to show you, other hoses at the end of the day, can be a nightmare to put away. With this 50 foot, in probably I'd say 5 seconds, Tamara. I mean, this is so quick, so easy. And once you've got it, it's so lightweight. That's one finger with 50 foot and the real, that's one finger. That's how light it is. And I'm not that strong. And I just love, you've got the twist on, twist off nozzle that comes with it, just like the firemen use. Gentle mist all the way to that high power jet spray. Because remember, this is one of the highest flow fiber jacket hoses out there as well. And remember, I'm 5'2". With the easy reach end, Tamara, I'm now 7'4". I mean, it's out of camera. It is incredible. And coming into fall and winter, all those chores and with your vehicles, you can get them done quickly and effectively with this hose.
For sure. Lorna, thank you so much for being with us. Again, all the way from across the pond. We appreciate you so much. And you can keep shopping for your Belmont garden hose. Just to Lorna's point, I can lift it so easily. It would be very difficult for me to do this with the same size hose of the big green monster that we have all grown up with. So go ahead and get yours. 093286. Now, I want to share this with you coming up, because speaking of cleaning and doing chores around the house, we have an easier way. I think I can safely say that none of us like doing windows. Like, I really don't like doing them. But if it's going to be hard for me to do, hard to reach, I'm extra not going to like doing it. Well, that's where the Apollo extendable window sprayer and squeegee comes in. So it's easy for, you can see now you have an extended reach. It's 55 inches long, and you can easily get to those higher levels, higher windows, and not only wash them with this with the sponge part, but you can squeegee them with the squeegee part. Just so you know, we have how many of those? 456 to be exact of those remaining, and we're gonna give you the full details on that coming up. Okay. But now we move on. So you'll notice that everything in these 2 hours is really related to the things that we need to do, usually outdoors. And one of those, maybe you've had some really great luck with some of your plants over the spring and summer, and now they're nice and big and lush and full, but you need to move them, because as fall and winter's coming in, they're not gonna be in the right position for that kind of weather. So how do you move a heavy, solid plant without it being a struggle? You pick up your garden pot mover. It's got an adjustable handle, which is great. It can hold up to 165 pounds. And some of these pots themselves empty are heavy. You add in a full-size plant with all of the dirt and fertilizer. Sometimes people put rocks and decorative things in those pots, and they get really, really heavy. This is an easy way to move them. Now, we do have it at a this day only price. Here it is. This was $55. Today only, it's $39. And you've got it on FlexPay, $13 to get it home and to try it out. We only have about 700 of these still available. Here's the item number, it's 681918. And we're gonna give you a full demonstration. And by we, I mean me and Rebecca Wood, who is Skyping in and joining us. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, honey. Can you imagine moving this just like this? I mean, usually you have to bend over and try to move it, maybe ask for help. Now, in seconds, I can move a heavy pot and the plant and all with no damage to it, just like that. This is a godsend for anybody who wants to stay independent and doesn't want to constantly ask for help.
And look at that. That's a ceramic pot. That pot empty would be heavy.
Yes, exactly. And it was so simple to do. This thing is brilliant. It's only about 9 pounds. You can hang it if you want to, as you can see there, but it has everything you could want to not only move the potted plants, but to also protect them. That's what I love about it. So we're gonna move it from the top to the bottom. You can see this is aluminum and steel. It's really strong, durable. I've left mine out in the rain, forgot about it. Look at how well it's still constructed. You're gonna have this for years to come. You've got the handle here. This is the little gripper that goes anywhere from 30 inches. This is the highest point. You take this little handle, you press down, and you can go all the way down to 8 inches. So any potted plants from 8 inches all the way up to 30 inches. Then here's what's my 2 favorite things. The wheels are never flat wheels, and they will not mark your home up at all. Your wood floors, don't have to worry about that. So in those really those months you want to keep them out, the potted plants, as long as possible, but then you want to take them in on those frosty nights. You can do it really simply, quickly, and not worry about your home. And then we've got look at this, they're little suction cups that suction, I should say, to the there we go. And then it's on the bottom. So let me show how easy it is. You lift it up, you put that in. I'm gonna move this down so it's grabbing it. There's a little foot pedal, boom, just like that.
It's that simple. And then you move it to where you want it to be. I mean, I think this is the kind of thing that a lot of us probably need more often than we even realize. But if you don't have something like this and you're saying that would make a world of difference. I don't have to call somebody over to have them move the pot. And then the whole time they're moving it, I'm apologetic about how heavy it is. I don't have to worry about them lift from the knees. You don't have to worry about that. Because now, even if you do have somebody else come over and move your pot, at least they have the right tool to do it. And that's what we're talking about here. So we've got it for you at a this day only price. You can move from an 8-inch plant or pot all the way to 30 inches high. So it makes it really, really simple. And maybe even for you, for the holiday season, maybe when you are where you put your Christmas tree or something like that, you have to move pots out of the way in order to make room for your Christmas tree. Wouldn't it be great to move it like this? Like, look, Ma, one hand. I mean, it's that simple. I could move this all the way around in a circle. I could take this all the way to the other side of the studio because I'm not lifting it with my arms and my hands and my knees and my back. It's really that simple. And then I get to where I want to be, and then I just release it and then shimmy it out. It's just like that. So 681-918 is the number. Rebecca, I'm coming back to you.
What I love about it too is for those delicate plants, maybe your roses, this is the crown of thorns, which means there's a lot of thorns. That would hurt to move. But now remember, I put it under. You can go from 30 down to 8. I'm going to put it back. And now when I want to bring this in, because even in Florida, we get 30-degree weather, those wheels are going to go up and in, just like that, into the house. Do you see how it went over that lip?
Yeah.
It's a step. You can move it absolutely anywhere, up to 165 pounds.
Wow. I mean, that could really account for all of our home plants, our indoor and outdoor plants. And look, she's moving this herself. That's a tall plant with actually a lot of different plants in there in that pot, which means that there's a lot of fertilizer and dirt in there. She may have kind of a filler on the bottom, because sometimes when you have a deep pot, you don't put dirt all the way down. You might even have rocks at the bottom, and then you put the dirt, and then you put the plants, and that's when it gets extra heavy. So 165 pounds is what this can hold on to. I know that a lot of you are calling in for it and really taking advantage of our this day only price, because if you think, okay, I'm gonna think about it. Okay, I'm gonna get it. But if you think about that tomorrow, then the price is automatically gonna go up. It's not gonna be $39 tomorrow. That this day only price ends at the stroke of midnight Eastern time. So use FlexPay, get it home for $13, use it. Don't worry, you can even see on our hardwood floors, it's not marking up the floors. And Rebecca, I think that's one of the biggest things, is that not only is it easy to use, but it's not causing a problem as I'm solving a problem.
Exactly. This is a complete problem solver. And, you know, a lot of times I love this potted plant, just like this. I love the plant, but I also love the pot itself. It's ceramic. It's one of my favorites, so I want to protect it. And there's double protection there, because even the little gripper that you move up and down to fix it, there's these little rubber stoppers here. So it protects it. It's not going to mark it up. You have those suction cups that keep a hold of it to really move it with ease. And then even the bottom one has a rubber layer there to really protect it. All you have to do, again, come to the potted plant, lift it up, put that bottom in, put it down to fit it, and push it back. 165 pounds, whether it's plants. One of the things I love to do, you can move around large objects. In one of my huge potted plants, I have my whole watering hose in it. You know how long it would take to move that? I have it there, and now I can move my hose around from my yard to yard to yard. So it really is just a huge problem solver.
It really is. It's the kind of thing that I've not seen, but now that I see it, I'm thinking I really have to have it. If I have plants that need to be moved around, look at that. I can move it. This is a real tree with the pot. And this one, in this case, is a pot in a pot, which a lot of people have. They have the pot that maybe the plant came in and they put it in a decorative pot. And that just adds weight to what you might have to move around. I know that our clock is almost gone, but you can go ahead and get yours for today only. You're getting this one for $39 and on 3 flex of $13. So again, call us or you can always shop on hsn.com. 681-918 is the item number. Let me pop my tree down right here. A tree, it's a whole tree that I just moved. So enjoy, call in for yours. We will send it right on out to you. Rebecca's staying with us. She's got something else coming on the other side of this quick break, and I hope that you will definitely stay with us. 2 hours of outdoor.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.
Goat milk adds moisture to your skin. It's really the most amazing ingredient.
People really do notice the hydration of their skin. The farm to skin difference only with Beekman 1802.
Last year, we went on a nationwide hunt to discover the next exciting new product that would join the QVC and HSN family in the Big Find. This year, we're doing the same thing, only from a distance. And it's all going on right now.
My hobby had to become a business.
You're getting a big ticket today. Congratulations! Until we announce this year's winners, go to hsn.com now to find great deals on the Big Find winners from last year.
Well, you are watching HSN, and we're giving you really great tools and solutions for those everyday problems that we have around our home. And one of those is how to clean the windows. I know nobody likes to do it, but we have to, especially those harder to reach windows that maybe don't get cleaned as often because you can't reach them. What do? You pull out your Apollo extendable window sprayer and squeegee. You get everything that you need to extend this to 55 inches long. And now you can stay safely on the ground. And if I need to reach a little bit higher, I can do it. A little higher, a little higher. I've got a full reach on this. Full, you can't even, I'm all the way up. So now, if I need to get to one of those high windows, I can easily do it. You're getting everything that you see, the telescoping pole, the trigger, as you can see right here, and you get the sponge on one side, and this is a great terry sponge, and then you get the squeegee on the other side. So you wash here, and you dry here, and you're done. Now, we don't have a lot of these, it's very limited in quantity, but we wanted to bring you what we have. And Rebecca, I promised you she would be staying with us to help us solve yet another problem, Rebecca.
This is so brilliant because it's giving me 4.5 extra feet. So for me, that means I can go and clean windows that are up to 10 feet tall, but not only clean them, but clean them really, really well. The other thing that I love though, is you have the ability to take it off and use it just handheld as well. So I can take this, clean up the smaller areas, put it back on in just a second, and be ready to go to reach those taller areas too. And you are gonna love every square inch. First of all, this is aluminum, extra lightweight. So this is only about 3 pounds. I can easily put it over my head and it doesn't have that added weight. Here's the best thing, the sprayer. I'm gonna show you this. See, I don't think you're gonna be able to see, but that sprayer is a great sprayer. It goes in all directions. And then you can clean it. Here's where you're gonna put the cleaner. All I have is water and vinegar, and then a great squeegee that really cleans it. In fact, I wanna show you, I don't know if you can really see. When I take that, you can see that water. You can hear it. Do you hear that?
Yes.
And I can go up high. And I don't have to move heavy things like this too. I can also go farther away, Tamara.
Yes.
So now, if I want something here, I can do that and squeegee it down and not have to move heavy furniture in its place.
Nice, because it could be furniture that you don't have to move. It could be a bush that might be in the way, whether it's a rose bush or bougainvillea, all of those kinds of things that have thorns that you're saying, that's why that window's dirty, because nobody wants to get near it. But look, you could clean very easily. And I like that you mentioned that it's lightweight, so it's not gonna be uncomfortable to use. And you're cleaning like the window washers do. They're not using a cloth and rubbing. They use the sponge on one side, squeegee to dry it, and they move on, and that's what you're gonna do. You're taking a problem that really could be a problem and making it an easy solution. Now you've got it on 3 flex, you're getting this home for $10.98, and if you're the one who is responsible for keeping the house clean, this is something you're getting for yourself.
Oh, 100%. It makes your life so much more simple. And I know we always talk about spring cleaning, but I'm a very, very firm believer you should do it spring and fall. Keep it clean. It makes the job easier all around. When it comes to you, this is how it comes. Very simple. This is the head, remember. It has that sprayer that sprays. Then if you want it to all go together, you just pop it into place. It's very, very simple. You pop it into place. And then at the very bottom, though, I wanted to show you, there's also another one that you can be able to put together. Do you see how you push that button in and they fit? That's all you have to do. So it's like putting a little puzzle piece together. It's that simple. Yeah. And then best part is you also have the sprayer on here. So when you're going long, you don't have to worry about it. It's spraying either short or tall.
That's right. You put your solution in here. So you can control, exactly what you're putting in, how much. You even have a very simple way to do that. You close the top and then you're in business. And let me see, I'm gonna try not to get the monitor, but can you see where it's coming out? See that? That's where your solution's coming out. So you clean the window, you dry the window, you move on. And it makes that big job just a small chore on your to-do list or your honey-do list. This one is 724-992. We have fewer than 400 of these remaining. And you know what, Rebecca, I'm with you. It can't just be spring cleaning. These are things that you can't just do once a year if you don't want it to be a major issue.
Exactly. Do them a couple times a year and it makes the job easier, so it will take less time. Go read the reviews. My favorite one is, now I don't have to take around a ladder and a bucket. You can just take this, because remember, cleaning fluid is right here. You can use your favorite one that you want. I just have vinegar and water. That's the one I like. And it leaves it streak-free thanks to this really great oversized squeegee. But the other great thing about it that people love is the fact that you can have it both ways. Handheld, that extra 4.5 feet.
Right.
So now 10 feet tall.
That's right. Rebecca, thank you so much, as always, for joining us.
Thank you so much. Miss you.
You too. And you know what? I do the vinegar and water thing too. I just got hip to that. I don't know where I've been for all these years, but it does make it easier. You can stay on the phone for that one, or if you prefer to shop online, do it, hsn.com, or you can use your HSN app on your phone. Okay, now, if you're just tuning in, welcome. You're watching HSN, and we are at the beginning of the first of 2 hours of great outdoor solutions. I'm Tamara Hooks, I'm your host. And we gave a little sneak preview of these lights when we started the show. And a lot of you didn't wait for us. You jumped in and ordered them. That's smart, because these are from Bell & Howell. You're getting all 6. These are the deluxe square solar disc lights that you can put in and around your home in several different ways. You can stake them into the ground, you can lay them flat on a walkway, they can illuminate, because they illuminate up, and a lot of solar lights illuminate down. So I like that these can illuminate maybe your flower garden, maybe it's staircases that you wanna make sure that nobody falls down that stair, that you wanna be, illuminate your stairs right here. Maybe it's a walkway, whatever the case is, and these are all nice and bright with those bright LED lights from Bell & Howell. You're getting a 6-pack, and you can choose if you want them in bronze, which is what you see right there. We have them in the gold, excuse me, this is gold. Oh, I'm sorry, this is gold, and this is the most limited. This is the stainless steel. We have them in white. We also have them in black, and then the bronze. I'm gonna move that one over just so you can see the bronze all with all 5 choices there. We're gonna give you all the details, $29.95, and you do have FlexPay to get these home. And Chad Allen is joining us. Chad, these, we've had to reorder because they're so popular.
Yeah, I mean, well, first and foremost, Bell & Howell. I mean, that's a company we love and we trust here at the network. They've been in business over 100 years. They've been at HSN for a decade. They've won a lot of Academy Awards for their lighting, their lenses. So if there's somebody to trust when it comes to lights, it's called Bell & Howell. So what is this? If this is your first time ever seeing a disc light, welcome. Welcome to it. You can use a stake. You can use them flat. You can mount them vertically. That's why they're so popular, because all of a sudden your whole world opens up into the possibilities of where to use your solar lighting. You can use disc lights, whether it's traditionally staked in the ground, or you just simply remove the stake, and now I can put them on pavers. I can put them on a concrete driveway. I can put them around a pool deck. I can put them on a dock going out to my boat, things like that. So your whole world opens up. But let me show you just the magic. I'm going to turn it off so you can see past the lights here. You're going to notice there's 8 different cells on the solar panel right there in the center. That's what's collecting the sun all day. So when you turn it on for the first time, it's dawn to dusk. When the sun goes down, the lights come on, and when the sun comes up, the lights go off. It's pretty simple and low maintenance. And again, no electrician needed, no wiring needed. Right there, you see that oversized, generous solar panel, and then around each edge, you see those little yellow squares? That's what you call SMD LED. They just sip the power, but they produce an ultimate amount of light. So each one of those little, watch this, when I flip that on, each one of those little squares brightens up. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lower the lights in my house.
Okay.
I'm going to just leave these on. Okay, so here's with disc lights. Here's 2 of them.
Wow.
I'm going to pull them down.
Yeah.
I'm a little darker.
Yeah.
My monitor is throwing off some light. Let me back up. Watch this. Pull them up.
Wow.
My whole face is lit. So when you get them home, I want you to understand they're going to be a lot brighter than they probably look through your television screen. Cameras need a lot of light. So behind me here, I put some disc lights just lighting up my pumpkins, my foliage, because another thing that makes Bell & Howell brilliant with their disc lights is that it's uplighting, right? Mm-hmm. So this isn't one LED shining that little circle down on the ground where you can't even really see it. This is uplighting. So you can light your bushes, you can light your plants. You spend all that time, Tamara, you spend all that time working on your garden to make it pretty. So why not light it up? Why not make it beautiful and see those flowers even at night? Oh, that looks so good, Tamara.
I mean,
Look
it's
at that.
So bright, and you're getting 6 of them. Can you see? Ooh, there I am. You're getting 6 of them. If you need more than 6, go ahead and get another set because you've got them on FlexPay. So think about where you're going to put them. Are they going to be lighting up your garden? Are they going to be lighting up your walkway or the driveway? Maybe you live in an area where there's not a lot of street lights and you want to have your home illuminated. So if somebody's driving home at night, they can clearly see you drive on the driveway, not on the grass. Whatever the case is, the fact that these are so lightweight too means you can use them in so many different places. I was just looking and thinking, gosh, these would go great on like a Halloween costume too, depending on what you were gonna be. If you needed to carry light with you, this is the time. You're getting 6 of them. If you need more than 6, go for it. These are durable. These are stainless steel. These are, they're not plastic, which means they're rust free. These are water resistant. There are no cords, no wires. You can put them anywhere. And if you decide you don't like them there, you just pick them up and put them somewhere else. So you're not having to have them wired in by an electrician. Just so you know, gold, most limited. We've got about 150 left in gold. We have stainless steel. This one is white, black, very popular, and we also have them in bronze. And so which ones are you getting? Chad, once again, when it comes to Bell & Howell, they've really hit it out of the park with these.
Yeah, I mean, being at HSN over a decade and being in business over 100 years, I like to tell them when they get on a phone call with me, and I talked to them this morning, because we have an item in the next hour that's also Bell & Howell. I said, man, you guys have really figured it out. You know what you're doing. And they said, yeah, we're trying. Yeah. We listen to customer reviews and we read the responses and we innovate and we upgrade each and every year. And that's what they've done here. But do you see just how wafer thin, how light the disc lights are? I hope you saw that video with the lawnmower going over it. So you don't have to remove these every time you mow your lawn. You don't have to worry about running them over with your car. As Tamara pointed out, they are that 304 stainless steel. Right there, that long. So don't worry about it. These are low maintenance. There's no wiring needed. It costs a lot of money to get in-ground lighting. And then when you get that, it's almost a case of, well, how do you change the light bulb? Or what do you do when it malfunctions? With the disc lights, I mean, there's really nothing to do because LEDs last for hundreds of thousands of hours, we know. So besides being wafer thin, so you can put them on concrete or pavers, I want to show you something else. This is by customer request, okay? On the back of it is a keyhole. So now all of a sudden, you can hang it vertically. The little screw goes into that bigger portion and then it just sort of drops down. Oh, thank you, Tamara, so much. Beautiful nail polish, by the way. I love that.
Thank you.
So you can hang it vertically. So now I want you to think of your fence or your mailbox or things like that, where if you're driving at night, my mom and my stepdad, they live in a rural country. So every time I go home to visit, I nearly pass the house every time because I don't know exactly where it's at.
Right.
So if you're one of those people like myself, if this were on the side of the mailbox, all of a sudden I'd be able to see where I was going. It may be for you as well. But along a deck, around a pool, up the staircase, because staircases are hard, right? So if you have that patio and there's stairs leading up to it, well, you can't traditionally stick a stake light into it. So how do you see? This is that really brilliant, sophisticated way to sort of see where you're going. With 10, I know the graphics on the side of your screen say deluxe. That's because there's 10 LED on the inside. We started with 4, all right? So we started with 4, went to 6, and then went to 8. Now we're at 10 LEDs, which we're about out of space on the inside of there. So I think that's gonna be it. But you can see just how bright. I'll even take this one away. I'll just use one. Look how much light is coming onto my face. You're looking at the back of it there. There's the front. Why have the back of it there? You can see that rubberized switch because these are outdoor rated. These are good to go in snow, rain, sleet, doesn't matter. You have those 4 holes there. So when you put the stake in, you just line it up. See if I can do this upside down and backwards. And when you line it up, that stake is inside. So now you really can secure it into the ground very simply, but you don't have to. They're very heavy. They're well rated. You can just put them flat on the ground just like that, or hang them by the keyhole. But Tamara, with all those colors that Bell & Howell's come out with, you can basically match any decor you have.
That's right. And they are, I know that a lot of you are calling in for the stainless steel color. A lot of you are also thinking, picking up black as well. These are the 2 that I'm holding on to. Don't forget, we still have gold, but only a handful left, only a few dozen left in gold. We've got white and we have bronze. And also I'll put all the metals here, bronze, gold, and stainless. And then white or black. Those are your choices. You're getting 6 of them. So if you want maybe the stainless steel for the front of the house, maybe you want the black for the back of the house, maybe you're thinking about putting white around the grill area, because this is the time of year. I know locally where we live, every October we kind of have a staycation, because it's the best time of the year. We're outside at night more often. It's a little bit chilly, but super comfortable. You might have these around your conversation area, and then they light up. There's nothing you have to do. They light up at night. That you never have to turn them on or turn them off. That's what I like. There's no maintenance. You just set them where you want them to be. The sun is gonna charge that rechargeable battery on the inside, and every night when the sun goes down, the lights are gonna come on, and you won't even have to think about it. I think that just adds to the ambiance of our home, and we have been home a lot more. We are maybe paying more attention to all the areas of our home, not just the indoors like it used to be. Now we are outside a little bit more. Today is the last day of summer, but maybe we want to extend our time outside. This is how we do it. And that solar panel, Chad, on this, is so big. I'm just kind of covering it up so that you can see as soon as the sun goes down, those lights are gonna pop on. Do you see the brightness of that? That solar panel is huge.
And they last all night. That's really important. I have them around my house. When I wake up in the morning, they're still on. And just as we're wrapping up the presentation, I want you to know, no matter what color you choose, Tamara, they're all 304 stainless steel. So don't be worried if you pick up that gold or that bronze, those beautiful colors. They are still stainless steel. So you're going to be good to go through all the weather.
For sure, for sure. And so 689-688 is the number to get these home in a set of 6. If you need more than 6, go ahead and pick them up. If you want to use FlexPay, do that as well. And we'd love to send them out to you. We did have to reorder them because they keep selling out. So we've got them all back in stock now. Now, Chad, thank you, but we are going to see you next hour with something else from Bell & Howell, something with a completely different style of it, that spotlight. Oh,
it is that big,
nice.
Really bright spotlight.
Oh my gosh.
I can't wait to show you.
Okay, that's coming up next hour. If you don't want to wait, you can go ahead to hsn.com, type in Bell & Howell, and you can scroll down and actually order yours now. Stay with us. We've got so much more coming up here at HSN.
They say home is where the heart is. So when I'm at home, I want it to feel warm and welcoming and full of things that make me smile and make life just a little bit easier. So join me every Tuesday for your weekly look at the latest ways to make your home a haven.
With the power of HP from HSN, reinvent how you work, how you play, how you live. Technology that makes life better for everyone, everywhere, and deals designed for every budget. HP on HSN and at hsn.com. Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
Well, you're watching HSN. We are making those chores around the house so much easier. Take a look at this. This is something that we might be getting ready to do now, pulling down your fall decorations or your Christmas decorations coming up. How do you get up to the attic easily? How do you get up to clean those gutters or do some repairs around the house when you need to get up pretty high? Do you pull out that regular old ladder? No. You reach for your iReach 12.5-foot soft close telescoping aluminum ladder. This is the kind of ladder that you've probably been wanting. I know you've been needing. So let me introduce it to you, because if you haven't had a chance to see this presentation, just give me a few moments. Okay, so I'm sitting here on our bench. I'm sitting next to my 12.5-foot ladder. I know it doesn't look like it, does it? Because when it collapses down to 3.5 feet. Right behind me, same ladder. So if I need to go all the way up 12.5 feet, I can do that. If I only need to go a certain height around my home, I can do that as well. The best part is that this is strong and sturdy. It can hold up to 250 pounds. It's easy to move around. And when it collapses, it's a soft close. I have one that I bought, not of this brand. I've had it for probably 16 years now. And when it comes down, I have caught my finger so many times because it comes down too fast and too hard. This is a soft close, and you're gonna love that feature when you get it home. We're gonna give you all the details. Linda Lyday, who is one of our home improvement experts, is joining us to help us out. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Tamara. Hi, everyone. Well, welcome to my home. And isn't this amazing? This is a ladder that right now stands about 33 inches up from the ground, weighs 21 pounds. This guy here easily goes up to 12.5 feet. Now, think about that. Now, look how fast this goes up. And think about what you're going to be able to do with this. Now, I just got gutters in this house, but when I'm thinking about a ladder, 12.5 feet, this is a ladder that can go 11.5 feet, 10.5 feet, 7 feet, right? So I have all these different dimensions. It's made out of a heavy-duty aluminum, that keeps it strong enough and light enough that I can absolutely dance with it if I want to. But look at this. This is what I love about this, and exactly what you're talking about. It has that soft close feature to it. What this is an air compression, right? So I can put my hand right here. And I don't have to worry about, oh, this is going to come in. I don't have to worry about that at all, because this is going to go down every increment of each step, nice and slowly. Now, when you think about a ladder and you think about a 12.5-foot ladder, most of us use our neighbors, right? We don't know what's happening with their ladder, who they use, you know, maybe they got it at a yard sale. So that's what I love about having my own ladder. And I have to say, I always say that this is kind of like the gal's ladder, because it collapses so easily to 33 inches. I can put it in my trunk. I can put it in I have a hatchback, I have a Jeep, right? So I don't have room. I don't have a big old pickup truck to take a big ladder to help somebody out and to store it. Now think about if you're in a condo, if you're in an apartment space, how wonderful this is. And this would fit so neatly in between maybe the refrigerator and the door, the wall. You're going to be able to tuck this away. And when it's time, I want to point out a few features, because as a carpenter, I've been on ladders my whole life. One of the things that I love about this, aside that it holds up to 250 pounds, is that the way it's constructed on the bottom. Now look at this. You know how most ladders, it's usually like this, right?
Right.
And it goes right into the ground. Well, the iReach soft close ladder has all this real estate here. It also is made out of rubber. So if I'm using it inside, it's not gonna mark up my floor. The same thing on the top. I can put this right up against the wall, and guess what? I don't have to worry about it messing up the wall. Now I'm going to show you the feature I like the most, because I get a little nervous when I'm on a ladder. Doesn't matter how many years I've been doing it, I do. It's only because of the safety issue. This has the safety problem that I worry about all the time, and that's the rungs. Notice that these rungs are flat. They're not round, so my foot's not going to slip off of it. The other thing that you're going to notice is you have these windows here. Every time I click this in place, green. Green is go, red means it's not put in correctly, right? These little levers down here, when they're engaged, it's green. So every time I go up on this ladder, I'm looking at these windows to make sure that they are all clicked in and all my levers are in place, and then I can go up. Now, I just had gutters put on here, so guess you know what I'm going to be doing. The leaves are starting to fall, and I'm going to be going up. And each time I'm going to look at these green windows, know that I'm safe. This is holding me easily because it holds up to 250 pounds. But look at this, a 12.5-foot ladder that collapses down to 33 inches. Amazing.
It is. You know what, Linda? You can tell Linda knows her way around a ladder. She was showing you all of the points that we should look at when we're buying a ladder or when we're about to get on one. And if you're saying, oh yeah, I know what she means about the bottom needing to have that grip. I know what she means about your foot slipping off if those rungs are not flat. If they're rounded, you can slip. The fact that this is not that traditional A-frame ladder that is, you have to determine what height it is, and it's always only ever gonna be that height. They're usually very hard to move around. They're usually very heavy, and you always feel a little bit uncomfortable. And if you're the person like on the bottom of the ladder, you know, spotting, that's usually not a good sign. If there's any tool in our home that we use that we have to really feel is safe, it's a ladder. We all know stories about, you know, somebody and a ladder and it didn't go well. So when you're looking for a ladder for yourself, for your home, you want these safety features, and you see that they're built in a ladder that when you're not using it, you don't have to dedicate a whole portion of the garage just for the ladder. You just collapse it down 3.5 feet and it stays nice and tucked away. And that's it. You can slide it anywhere. And then when you're ready to use it, you open it up to 12.5 feet. Think about, very soon, we're gonna start decorating around our home. Linda was talking about the gutters, cleaning the gutters. What about when you're putting up your Christmas lights and Christmas decorations? What about when you are, you know, doing things even inside the home? The video we showed was on a hard floor and on carpet with this ladder. So I really want you to think about picking this one up. You've got it on FlexPay. It's about $49.98 to get home. We're going back to Linda, the expert, to give us more details.
Okay, well, if you're tuning in, look at this. 12.5-foot ladder, 21 pounds, probably weighs less than your kettlebell that you use for a workout, right?
Right.
Has a nice, what I love about this too is it has a nice grip, 33 inches, holds 250 pounds. But folks, guess what? If I only wanted, let's say, maybe 8 feet, I keep the rungs on the top. So think about that, right? Because you wouldn't want to have those stacked rungs on the bottom. You would want to make sure that they were on the top. Just that's a little thing. But I'm going to show you real quickly how this goes up into a 12.5-foot ladder. The other thing too, on this ladder, it is OSHA certified. OSHA certified as a, well, I was a union carpenter for years, and OSHA was everything. It's Occupational Safety and Health Administration. That means that they have given this the standard go on this ladder, that it is safe to use. And you can see that now I feel really comfortable on it. Does not have a round rung to it, so my feet feel really nice, firmly in place on the actual rungs. The other thing that's nice about this, it's so lightweight. I can just, you know, I can put it anywhere. I can move around. You're right. The lights are coming up on this house soon enough. I'm able to now paint. I can get up on my roof. I can get, whether it's an RV on top of your camper, if you're inside, you're going to be able to hang your curtains. You're going to be able to paint. It is fantastic. And then it closes in no time, and it closes so safely. It has that soft close feature to it, so I don't have to worry about it. I can put my hands right here, and oh, I don't have to worry about it going straight down on my hands because it has that nice air compression soft close feature to it. Look at that.
It's so
Easy.
well made. It's so easy to use. It's made of durable aluminum, so it is easier for you to move around and pick up and store when you need to store. Weighs about just over 21 pounds. It can hold up to 250 pounds. And if you're like a lot of people who over the last few months, you have been doing some home improvement. You have been painting around your house and fixing things that have needed to be fixed. Maybe you've had your fair share of time on a ladder that you didn't feel comfortable with, or you kind of, it was like a love-hate relationship with it. Like I love that I can get high, but I just don't like the ladder. I want you to call us or go to hsn.com and get your iReach. This is the one that I think design-wise is gonna be best in all of our homes. So if you're just joining us, and I know, Linda, some people are just tuning in, they didn't see our full presentation. The fact that this collapses down to 3.5 feet, but it can extend to 12.5 feet, and you have it tucked under your arm, you can easily walk away with it.
Oh, well, look at this. I mean, 21 pounds, 33 inches here, right? This is made out of sturdy aluminum construction. I call this the woman's ladder because as a woman, it's so easy to maneuver. It's 12.5 feet. If I was you, if you had a man in your life, put your name on it, it might just walk away into his truck, I'm telling you. But what's so nice about this is look, 12.5 feet. High. I can easily, what I like is the round bottom that I have here. It's not those knives that are usually on the bottom of the ladder so that they can go into the ground. This is nice and wide bottom, so it really grips whatever it is, the ground, the earth, my floor. It's not gonna mess it up. But look at this. Look how comfortable I am. Look how safe I feel, because every time I go up, I have these little windows, and the windows have locking levers to them. And when I close them up, you're gonna see these locking levers? When I push them in, then it engages at closing. And as it engages at closing, it gives it that soft close. I can put my hand here, I don't have to worry about it. coming down on my hand. That's the feature. That's the kind of safety that I like and that I want when it comes to any kind of ladder.
For sure.
This is 21 pounds, 33 inches when it's collapsed, and I can get it in the back of my, if I had a VW Bug, I could get it in the back of that. That's how easy it is.
It is. 685-447 is the number to get that home. Linda's gonna stay close because she's got something else to share with us. But if you have a ladder, but it's old, it's rusty, it's rickety, don't get on that ladder. You need something that's safer and secure. I want you to try this one. So you can go ahead and shop with us. Now, Linda's gonna be coming back up in just a few moments, actually, and she's got No More Bugs, which I cannot wait to talk about that. That's something that I have and love as well. But I also wanted to mention that something else we have coming up from Bell & Howell. We had lights just a few moments ago, that 6-pack of the disc solar panel.